Hello, my name is Felicia Gibson. I am the Chief Science Officer and founder of PAGS. Welcome to PAGS, a tool that creates a common language for parents, therapists, and schools.
A tool that breaks down barriers between home and school and that ensures informed, targeted, and intentional intervention. Welcome. My name is Silla Allen, and I am an educational consultant in East Africa.
Neurodiversity is not one condition or a specific area of cognition. It is looking at the strengths, area of development, and the spiky cognitive profiles so the individuals can be supported. It is shocking to see that across the world, an estimate was 10 to 20% of individuals are neurodiverse. That is 750 millions to 1.5 billions individuals globally.
While research continues to grow and inform our understanding of neurodiversity, how effective are the researchers at translating their findings into practical, accessible resources that parents and schools can apply?
PAGS assesses 4 key fundamental competencies necessary to succeed in life. These skills underpin learning, and without them, neurodiverse individuals may struggle to achieve grade level expectations.
The consequence is that school qualifications remain out of reach for many students, compromising their chances of employment and success in the future. An inconsistent developmental pattern may mean that assumptions of mastery in these skills in early childhood are incorrect, and as a consequence, significant gaps may develop.
You are very right, Sila. So therefore, there are many challenges working with neurodiverse learners, particularly in an inclusive setting. The lack of a common language or platform of communication means that parents may not always understand the issues or the causes. They may feel overwhelmed, helpless, and frustrated.
Or, Felicia, they may have worked hard to learn and understand their learner's condition, but feel that the school is not providing the care the learner needs.
While teachers have a whole class to manage and may feel overworked, unsupported, and uninformed.
Therapists and school support teachers may struggle to establish informed, intentional interventions or to explain learner concerns to the parent, while psychologists need to find ways to assess student developmental profiles and to explain the findings to the parent and the school in an accessible format.
These different groups struggle to communicate effectively or to share information about progress. They may feel isolated from each other with no effective means to communicate, share findings, or monitor progress. But it doesn't have to be that way.
PAGS offers the opportunity to inform, support, and collaborate, providing a common language that'll break down barriers to learning and empower those invested in supporting the neurodiverse learner.
PAGS is based on cognitive development theories, such as those presented by Piaget and Vygotsky. It is supported by empirical research that PAGS makes accessible to a digital format. It was developed by bridging empirical research with accessibility for the practitioner, embedding theory and classroom practice.
In short, PAGS strives to close the gap between research and practice. For example, while the questionnaire is validated against 3 assessment tools shown here, care has been taken to ensure a friendly language format is used for examples and provided to ensure parents and carers can understand the question.
PACS is a cloud-based platform that provides an accessible way for everyone to share and access information about the learner.
It ensures everyone is clear about the current targets and means they all have access to feedback or evidence showing progress, allowing both parents and the school and other providers to feel informed and involved in the support process.
So you may wonder, how does it work? So the caregiver fills out a questionnaire about the learner with a focus on fundamental aspects of their educational and developmental growth.
It is also possible to collaborate with others when you're completing the questionnaire and to triangulate the different feedback between home and school.
Now, based on the results of the questionnaire, the PACS algorithm identifies key strengths and developmental gaps. Once the key learning objectives are identified, PACS recommends targets. All the strategies proposed by PACS are linked to best practice and regularly updated.
The opportunity to add your own strategies, which will then be reflected on the working document, provides you with flexibility and ownership of the interventions. The targets and strategies are also relevant for inclusion on IEPs. They build on a solid baseline, targeting gaps from the bottom up, creating a consistent and informed approach to intervention.
PACS will regularly prompt the users to update and record progress or log thereof. The ability to upload videos and work samples as evidence creates a more meaningful data. This allows all parties to monitor progress and contribute feedback.
If an intervention is not being effective, this will show through regular reporting, and there is clear evidence to indicate the need for a change of strategy so that no time is wasted in working towards achieving that goal.
Understanding progress to the developmental stages is easy to the progression plots, making the results meaningful and accessible to all interested parties.
Making the data accessible in this way informs intervention and provides meaningful feedback for meetings with parents and therapists. This is a working document that is practical and accessible.
The summary of results show the developmental stage and the sub-skills that are targeted. The visual profiles are easy to interpret, pointing to the gaps that need to be targeted. PACS can help you to differentiate between a developmental delay and a neurodevelopmental disorder.
It is possible to see and understand which skills are prerequisites for later skills. So, for example, a learner cannot be expected to effectively deal with conflict if they have not yet mastered appropriate peer interaction. Or a learner cannot be expected to understand sincerity if they cannot yet recognize emotions in others.
And to add to this, there is a lot of innovation in the field of education and technology. And parents and educators are sometimes overwhelmed by what to do or which apps to use. PACS is helping them along the way with ideas and suggested apps that are developmentally and academically appropriate.
PACS strategies and resources are regularly reviewed and updated.
And PACS works best when everyone participates and exchanges information, because we know that collaboration is the best way to support your learner. So we made it as simple as possible with PACS by providing a common platform for communication and interaction. All parties can feel included and respected.
I quite agree, Felicia. And the PAG's goals should permeate all aspects of the learner's life and not be limited to specific sessions. Instead, they should be treated like a thread woven through the fabric of the day. The accessibility of PAGs means that everybody in a learner's life can check on a learner's current targets and reinforce them in different environments, whether it's the playground, at the lunch table, in the classroom, or at home. It ensures that all responsible parties are aligned on the same targets and are implementing the same exercises, activities, or strategies.
Please take a moment to follow Mike's journey. Before starting on PAGs, the parents were in despair, as you could see, and the school was floundering with no plan or understanding how to help Mike learn.
PAGs has been a key component of Mike's program. Now, both the school, his inclusion teacher, and his parents know specifically what to do to build the fundamental competencies that he needs in place to help academic learning and life skills to develop.
Mike's progress is clearly shown on this overall progress indicator. Look how easy it is to see where he has made progress. PAGS provides easy to read reporting and easy to digest data, shareable across all stakeholders from parents to teachers and educational psychologists, which will facilitate discussions.
Yes, that common language is so important. And PAGS provides qualitative and quantitative data to support the findings. Samples of work and behavior can be uploaded and stored for others to look at and see. Progress is plotted and presented in a visually accessible format that sometimes even the student can appreciate and understand.
And exactly, then we have feedback from parents and we have feedback from the professionals. Positive parent feedback has been encouraging.
Yes, and teacher assistants and class assistants and inclusion specialists all now report feeling informed and empowered.
Moreover, professionals are acknowledging the importance of the competencies that PAGS evaluates. The information provided by PAGS adds valuable insights into the learner's whole profile.
This means that interventions can be targeted, informed, and intentional, thus closing the gap between the research and the practitioner.
PAGS is not only relevant to individual learners, as you've seen, but can easily be integrated into schools. For example, administration can monitor progress remotely, teachers can collaborate and coordinate targets, parents can replicate the focus on targets in the home environment and feel involved.
But Felicia, it's not necessarily just the neurodiverse learner that may benefit from focusing on these fundamental competencies. All our learners can benefit if teachers and parents establish an awareness of the importance of these skills.
And we add that PAGS continues to be the focus of research as we speak, and results continue to reaffirm our belief in the program.
The importance of evidence-based evaluation and intervention drives PAG's commitment to continued validation and growth.
And thank you to UCL doing this independent research on PAGS, a validation study that was conducted in 2020. The experience of our PAG, our teams speak for itself. This kind of expertise doesn't happen overnight. This is decades of research, practice, and knowledge feeding into PACS. We have a world-class advisory board, and that provides expertise for PACS product development.
We hope you agree that PAGS is effective in closing the research to practice gap. We want to thank you for joining us, and we look forward to answering your questions.
And if you would like to find more, take a moment to contact us via email or through the website for more information. As we aim, as our mission is to better serve our neurodiverse community, we are soon to release our PACS portal that will connect parents with professionals globally. Join us in breaking down the barriers towards a more inclusive future. Thank you for listening.